Hello, patrons of YouTube. I got a really shitty mic, so forgive me. I'll try to speak clearly. I'm going to go over my Code deck, which is, it's not standard, so let's get into it. Boom, bam. This is a Go Second Code deck. Ready? And, the way you can tell that is I'm only playing one Iblee. Because the whole, extra U-Link board with Iblee, that's only a fallback if I have to go first. That's why I'm only playing one of the, this guy, what's how you say that? 𝗨𝗕𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 this relatively stupid trick where they sacrifice him so that you can't break the Iblee lock. I just don't find that necessary. Once again, this is supposed to be a turn 2 OTK deck, and the way that the OTK often goes is actually this. It involves Tri-Gate Wizard. We want to get Tri-Gate set up so that he has a negate. That's honestly not hard to do in this deck at all. If you can make a U-Link with ease, you can set up a Tri-Gate with ease. So get yourself a Tri-Gate set up, and then you want your access code talker next to the Tri-Gate. Okay, and then look at Tri-Gate's first effect. If a monster's co-links battles another monster, double the battle damage. That's where this guy comes in. Code Radiator turns a monster's attack to 0 and can be used from the hand to get out access code talker. So with just 2 cards on the field, Tri-Gate and access code, having used this guy to get out access code, you have a over 10,000 damage attacking through a monster. And if Tri-Gate is set up, he has a negate along the way, you know? And you could have done other things like used Gatchiri on access code talker to make him, does that make him unaffected? Yeah. You can do a lot of stuff with that. And that's, that's just a neat way to steal games. Oftentimes, you don't have to that's just a quick, unexpected way to steal games. You can also, I hate to say this, but the boss monsters of this deck are Firewall Dragon and Access Code Talker. I also consider Tri-Gate a boss monster. I just really like Tri-Gate. So anyway, this is a combo deck. We're playing 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Crossout Designator. I finally started running a full set of Ash and Maxx. If I start getting Nibiru'd a lot, I might add in a Nibiru for Crossout Designator, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. I'm just not a Nibiru guy. Let's see, what are the weird choices I've done in the main deck? You don't see Clock Wyvern very often, but he's really good, searchable via the Wind, Xcode Talker, and Signet Codec, and then special summon him out with Firewall Dragon, and he summons a token. He's also not a horrible opener, being a 1-card link too. 𝗚𝗟𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏, he's gained a lot of popularity recently, so people now know how good he is. Like, honestly, you could not run Dotscaper if you wanted to. You could ditch Dotscaper and run 2 of this bad boy. He's just as good as Dotscaper, although run your Dotscaper. You do want to run your Dotscaper. Let's see, what else? Other than that, does Cross Debug get into a lot of decks? He's just a dark search off of a Signet Codec. We wanted a dark search that could special summon himself. And only running 2 parallel exceeds. And I believe already I'm doing 1 Signet Mining and 1 Small World. That way they cannot be double drawn at all. That just eliminates that possibility. I don't have as much search power as many other decks, but I got a lot. I got 3 debugs. I got a lot of search. Oh, the Gold Sarc is extremely... people are like, what the hell is that about? That's for Balancer Lord and for Dotscaper. Ready? Because you can... Remember, Dotscaper's got 2 effects. You can Gold Sarc him out, and that's just like foolishing him. But then if you link him and then bring him back the next turn, he will then get his graveyard effect, because you didn't use the graveyard effect to get him out with Gold Sarc. Let's say Dotscaper's already out of the picture, then you can Gold Sarc Balancer Lord to get a special summon, making Gold Sarc a spell card that says, special summon a monster from your hand. Does that say it has to be Cyberse? Nope, it's level 4 or lower, but I do believe besides Maxx and Ash, every card in this deck is Cyberse. Every card in the extra deck is Cyberse. There are no conflicts at all. Flame Administrator is rarely played. I like him. He provides an amazing attack boost to every link on the field, whether they're co-linked or not. And he's got this wonderful left arrow, which actually helps with Trigate. I see people playing really janky link monsters as part of the Trigate setup when they could just be playing this. He doesn't have a downlink arrow, but his effect is, well, just give it a shot. He comes out at 2,000, so he's a link 2, 2,000 attack monster under his own effect, and he pushes, you know, he pushes like Trigate over 3,000 attack. No, he makes Trigate exactly 3,000. So he really pushes monsters over very key thresholds. Other than that, I am playing the Baylink's Sanctuary thing just in case I have to fall back to trying to do a Iblee U-Link lock on turn 1, which it totally can be done. It's not hard. And also, Iblee, you don't have to play 3 Iblee because, ready? 𝗏𝗏 codec, you often get that by starting with Code Talker, meaning you do not get a Dark Search off a 𝗏𝗏 codec until you summon Access Code Talker in almost every instance. Meaning, you can usually summon Iblee. If you've got an active 𝗏𝗏 codec, you can search Iblee. You don't need to play 3 of this guy. And he just needs to hit the field in any way and then be, you know, sent away from the field to put the lock on the opponent. Let's see, I am playing a backup. Oh, look, Backup Supervisor. Another monster nobody plays. Look at how easy this guy is to get out. If he is destroyed, or does it say leave the field? If this card is destroyed. If it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, a battle or card effect, summon a backup secretary from hand, deck, or graveyard. He is, this person, he, she, it, is mainly in the deck because of the amazingly easy requirements to get this fucker out. And look at that right link arrow. Once again, this is to help set up Trigate. So between Flame Administrator and Backup Supervisor, Trigate has very, very, very easy targets. I just recently added this Talkback Lancer to the deck, and I have yet to use it even once. I U-Link without using this thing. You know, I really do. Mainly because, what though? Who's the guy that, I don't know why, where's the water? This guy has an up arrow, and the way I set up my board, I don't know, I U-Link without using this guy ever. And I think that covers the idiosyncrasies of this deck. I am playing one code exporter, the Gatchiri. 2 of these guys, I hear some people recommend 1, but you can play 3 of this guy. He is astounding. By the way, see the 2 Cyberse Gadgets? This guy can send Microcoder to the graveyard, who then can be brought back with Cyberse Gadget, and he will get his effect because it hits the grave. Cyberse Gadget will negate him on the field, but when he hits the grave, he will get his search for 𝗏𝗏 codec. And this guy is a foolish burial for this guy. Why people aren't playing more of this, I have no idea. That's also, because of that logic, that's another reason that Balancer Lord and this thing here in the deck, that extra normal summon, specifically to be used on Cyberse Gadget, can really do wonders. I'm at 41 cards right now. If I had to take one out, I'd probably literally, I don't know what to take out. I really don't know. I really, really don't know. I changed this deck up a lot. Like, I'll run to Cynet mining because I actually kind of don't like Small World, but Small World can apparently grab Maxx when used with, is it Cross Debug? I know Code Exporter, I think, can lead into Maxx. I just don't like Small World. It really hasn't been, I don't know. See, Cynet mining can discard a spell, which can be important sometimes. If I had to drop something, the Gold Sark's an easy target to drop. And if I drop the Gold Sark, I might drop Balancer Lord too. And then the deck is very fluid. It gets tiny little tweaks all the time. And there's an 𝗨𝗕𝗏𝗏 in the deck without really a good target for it that acts on the opponent's turn. But that's this guy's in the deck. This chick, whatever. Just because a link monster that was, you know, made with this card can't be destroyed by card effects. So, you know, that can help you if you have a really horrible hand. Just make you a firewall, like I'm talking about a shitty hand. Make you a firewall dragon backed up by this, and sometimes that's the best you can do. That doesn't happen often. Usually this deck is you linking if you want to, but, you know, there are bad hands in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like getting 2 called by the grave and 2 Ash Blossom, etc. Like, you know, if you get a handful of hand traps, bad hands can happen. Anyway, that is the Magic95.net framework. I was kind of high when I named this deck. So, let's see. That's what's up. I guess that's it. Everybody duel crazy. Don't duel safe. Play some insane decks. Throw caution to the wind. This is 𝗔𝗊𝗎𝗄𝗏, aka Magic, signing off.